Hello, my name is Creostix, and welcome to Slicks and Slide. This is another, I believe, Finnish, but in any case, an MS-DOS game that I used to play a lot as a child, like in the 90s or whatever. And I got this version from, I believe, the official site, which if I'm not completely mistaken, I think the game is not as such the full version, but a free version from the site, but it still has from the site 195 tracks. So I think we're going to be fine. I'm not completely sure, but I think that's how it goes. So yes. Um, okay, so the plan is to do 3 laps per race, and I think I'm gonna try to do all 195 tracks. 3 laps per race. 1 lap is probably in the ballpark of 10-ish seconds, so it's gonna take some time, but it's not gonna be like all day. So that's the plan. Cool. So all tracks, good. Like we could do like it lets you choose like random 3, 4, 5, 10, so forth if you want to, like like this. But I want to do all because just for the sake of just having a good time. So a classic race and so on. Players here. There's my profile, and I made 3 different computer or AI profiles, all of which have 100% difficulty. So, which I think the maximum is 150, but 100 is pretty much my level, I believe. Especially because I'm hard out of practice. So yeah, they all look the same in the screen, but they are of different colors in the actual game. Don't worry about it. We'll be perfectly well to recognize them there. And just for some weird reason, as a child, like there are different cars. Like there's bikes and tanks and formula cars and randoms and just like sports cars and whatever, and a UFO as well. Like that's more round one there. But for some reason, as a kid, I played with bikes, which is these. I'm not sure why, but since that's the one thing my nostalgia is attached to, it makes sense to play with bikes. So your but your mileage may vary which car is your personal favorite. So, with that said, let's dive in, and you'll see why my face cam is so small, because see, it's that busy. So yeah, I am the blue bike, and here we go. So the terrains in question are, asphalt and dirt and grass, and there's oil slicks and jumps and so on. So the main gist of the gameplay loop is a lot like if you've played the Super Off-Road on NES, but there's no like boost button. You just like go and left and right and so on. But that's basically the long and short of it. So 3 laps and we're done with the first track. It's that quick. It's people used to play this back in the day like all the time. It was it was quite something. And indeed, as per usual, tell me how the audio sounds like, if it's too high or too low or so on in the game. It should be a similar case as in rally sports, so it should be okay, but let me know if it's not. But yeah, so I'm the blue bike, and all the other ones are similar level AI cars. But see, but yeah, so I win some races and I super lose some others. And points are awarded for placement and of the fastest lap in the race. So we'll be in the end tallying points for all of the 195 tracks in the game. Audio's good on your end. Good. Glad to hear. Cool. Oh, and on the bottom, me and the 3 AIs all got our fastest lap within 300ths of a second. Like, between 1160 and 1163. That's pretty crazy. I've never seen that happen. Oh boy. But yeah, so as you can see, like in many cases the tracks take up all of the screen, so I had to put my face cam to be really small in the corner to make sure I don't eat or you know take up too much of the action on the screen here because it would look a bit weird. So there we go. You could also do like 5 laps, 10 laps, like 99 laps if you want to, but if we're going to do all tracks, I had to make them short because it's still going to be probably a couple of hours to do all of these. And if we would do then double the amount of laps, it would, that it would take a long, long, long time. So that's the plan. And so far these tracks have been relatively simple, but they do get more complicated as well. Like sometimes you might need to roll in a corner like 3 times beyond a circle to go forward and so on. So yeah, and we are now 12,484 are the points so far in the system. So yeah. But it really varies a lot on like which tracks I can hold my own against the AI and in which I can't. Like it's really a bit all over the place. And there is collision physics between the cars or bikes rather. So that absolutely makes a difference if you hit the AI. And here we were second. Cool. And there's like a top 10 of the fastest laps ever. I think some of them are pre-generated because some of them are from like 97, although I got this game from the main site in like a few weeks ago. So okay, so now it gets a bit more complex. Like there's some like blind driving like under that like elevated part there, and there's a jump on the end of that part. This is where it like starts to get a bit complicated, and the order of the tracks is completely random. Like we play through all of them, but the order in which they appear is random. So there's gonna be like every time is a bit different in a way, if you will. And we won. Cool. So, but yeah, in last time in Rally Sport, I talked about like Star Wars stuff and so on, and I absolutely talked some of it out of my ass because I kind of confused myself with the space physics, and I like researched like what was the problem I had with the whole thing. So, the issue was that, in my opinion, when I saw the movie never made like with the big like chase scene that's like the big like crux of the movie, right? The movie to me, when I saw the movie, at least I didn't hear them make clear that. When I saw the movie, I thought that what the situation was that both of the ships, or the fleets, rather, were already, like, at their top speed, right? And then they go forward. At which point, it no longer matters, like, which ships are more lighter and heavier and so on, because they've already reached the amount of speed they can. Like, I was confused by the notion of lighter and faster, right? But what I didn't take it, like what the movie never said, at least in my ear, which I researched on the off time, was that there's at least an argument that what's actually going on is that the ships are constantly accelerating, in which case it matters like which ship is heavier or not, or has more mass. Which I erroneously said wrong last time during the Rally Sport stream, because I was like, I confused myself with the physics. Like that's my bad. So cool. So if indeed they were constantly accelerating, then the setup of the distance makes sense, that they can keep the distance between because they have less mass. That's fine, cool. So, but that was never made clear to me in the movie. Like I always thought that the ships are just that they've already reached whatever is their impulse speed or whatever, and it just is. And I'm like, why would... Yeah, so that was my confusion with that. But I also checked, like, I saw like a quick video clip. I believe the fleet that's chasing the good people from the Empire is like, or the first Empire, the Order ships. Like, the fleet is like 10 big ships strong or something, right? What I could not understand, even with that, like, otherwise plausible keep distance setup with the fuel and the acceleration and so on, if they indeed accelerated, which I think the movie never made clear to me, but still, I never understood. Well, okay, then why wouldn't one of the Order ships jump into light speed into a different spot, then jump back in front of the Rebel fleet, right? And then cut them off from the front, like, not like super accurately, just like within the, next solar system or whatever. Like, I don't understand why all of the ships have to always try and chase them with impulse speed from behind. Like, why don't they try to surround them at least from a few different directions than just the one? Like, I'm under the impression that there's no limit to the light jump speeds from the Order side. The only limits to light jumps are on the good people side. So why do they stay at the tail end of the ships and just be there? Like, why don't some of them jump into a different spot, then jump into a different spot that's like ahead of the projected direction-ish of the Rebel fleet, and then come like back from there? Like, why do they not do like that? That's the weirdness in it that doesn't make sense to me then. Even if the physics do make sense, assuming that they are indeed accelerating throughout the chase, which is more sensible. So yeah, it's a scene that was like, I just had problems understanding, like, why does it have to be this way? Like, I like, this seems like a problem that should be quite solvable, and they just don't do that. I would like, huh? So yes. Also, we're going into a different direction than the arrows are pointing here, which is interesting. But anyway, so yeah, that was my confusion with that one. Also, I haven't, like, I've practiced a little bit of this game recently. I have not seen this track before. This is pretty interesting. Oh, it's the Opposites is the name. I see. Cool. Very cool. Okie dokie. Oh, the infinite sign. An homage to maybe the yes. Mm. Oh man, it's been a good while since, like, we're talking about sci-fi, since I read the Infinity Gauntlet comic. I have it in here somewhere. I bought it like a couple of years before the Endgame came out, so I had like an idea of like what the big picture story is like based on in a way. It was pretty good. There's some differences to the movies in that it's like in, like, for example, in the Marvel movies, right? Thanos has the, like, oh crap, has the motivation of trying to just like kill half the world of the known life because of resource problems and so on, right? Whereas in the comics, the reasoning is that Thanos is trying to court the personification of death, Lady Death, like to impress her. So he just like kills half the known life in all of existence. So that's well, in all of that universe, I believe. Yes. Instead of the multiverse. So yes. So that's like the big difference, which I can sort of I I think I'm on board with how the movies changed it, because the motivation for like it's a little abstract. Like, yes, it is an actual person in the comics, the Lady Death person. It is true, but it's a little like it kind of makes more an argumentative point in the resources and haptic stuff and so on. Uh, Although it has some issues as well, because like, let's suppose, right, if your motivation is save the universe by killing half of life so the resources are enough, right, because you have a magic glove that can do that, well then couldn't you just like create double the resources with the same magic glove? Which yes, you can. So it's like it sounds like you're just trying to kill people for the sake of killing people. Which is a bit of an issue, I would I would contest. But yeah, like you would not believe how many hours as a child I kept on like driving and driving and driving this game, even like a demo game version of just like 10 tracks, like over and over and over and over and over and over and over again. Like especially I believe Finnish people played this so much in the 90s. It's just like it is crazy. And it still feels good to play. It's simple, but it works, you know? It 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 has a good feel to it though. Do. Yep, we won this time. And looking good in the points. 16 tracks done. Oh wow, this is weird. Whoa, gotta be careful about turning. And then there's ice and oil. Oof. This is a tricksy one. I'm probably gonna be last because you don't have time to make mistakes in these. It's kind of like you just gotta do well immediately. Or there, one mistake in a 3-lap sprint is all you can. That's the only chance you get for a mistake, and then you lose. But it's fine because it's we're doing a big picture points thing. We're gonna probably be good in the points department, so it's fine. Thanos in MCU sounds like the issue of feeling that every sequel needs to have a higher stakes than before. There is a sort of like it's I am curious like what's gonna be the like next thing after him, because like as far as I'm not a super expert in the comics, right? But I believe like I'm under the impression that like the next sort of tier after the Infinity Gauntlet stuff, right? Because Catastrophes, have you seen all of the well, the Avengers movies in question? Like, have you like seen Avengers, Age of Ultron, and especially Infinity War and Endgame? Like, have you seen those so one can like or about like spoiling stuff that's untreaded? But but there is a question of like, so where do they go from here? And I think the next tier is probably like it sounds like it's gonna be the multiverse in some sense, right? Oh, you haven't seen them. Do you want to keep some of them a secret or what? Like how far can we go into talking about like are you like still holding out for a moment to watch them fresh and unspoiled or how? Not that interested. Cool. So yeah, like anyone in chat, stop me if I'm being too spoily, so you don't, so you know. But if you've seen Iron Man and Cap 1, they are actually really good movies. Like if you liked them, the other good stuff is even better and on par. So yeah, this is a tough track though. The icy part is really tricksy. Um, but yeah, so basically how the MCU works, right? Uh, the storyline of the Thanos stuff and the big through line, especially in the last two Avengers movies, is that Thanos collects all of the Infinity Stones, right? Which is, oh boy, space, time, reality, power, soul. Was there more than those? Space, time, reality, power, soul. And mind. That's six, right? So and the basic idea is that every stone gives the wielder like infinite amount of that kind of power, right? So power as in raw, power, mind as in all mind, time, so on and so on, right? And space means largely like teleportation and so on. Soul Stone is a little weird. It's the most like nondescript one. It had like its own small pocket reality of a soul world and stuff. It's kind of weird. Anyway, so when Thanos gets the stones and then collects them and puts them in a gauntlet, so the gauntlet then has the ability to do anything within its own within its own universe, right? So when we speak of like the multiverse, right? Like how there's a different universe where say Vision is instead of a dude, he's maybe a lady, or where Scarlet Witch has blue hair instead, like different universe for anything, right? And the multiverse is all of those combined, right? And all of the universes have their own Infinity Stones and their own Infinity Gauntlets. I mean, well, there's universes where there's probably one of them might be destroyed or there might not be a gauntlet, but the point being, the stones and the gauntlet only work in its own universe, right? So not in the other universes, if that makes sense, right? So now that the MCU movies have done we have the stones that can do anything, and we have the whole war arc with them, I have a feeling that the next, what's the next, bigger thing to do will probably be, the multiverse, about, all of the different universes doing stuff. And it does seem like it's gonna be the case, because I believe the next Doctor Strange movie is, the multiverse of madness or something, right? So that's probably how they make the scale even bigger. Instead of all of known existence, it's all of the known existences. Because universe, and so on and so on, right? So that's probably how it's gonna go. I'm kind of sad that I don't have Disney Plus. I feel like I maybe should consider getting it if it's not too expensive, because WandaVision actually does interest me, the TV series. I've seen the Easter egg collection videos of the episodes. Too large scale. Nothing is too large scale for the comics, and we already know that in some form the multiverse is gonna be a thing. Because Doctor Strange, the movie, is called The Multiverse of Madness. And I believe Scarlet Witch is in it as well. I'm wondering if the WandaVision TV series sort of goes into it. Asari Greenfire, hi! I'm playing the cutting-edge racing game, as you can see. It's the most... you could call this, the Formula 1 MotoGP 2021, and no one would be the wiser. It's a dead ringer, right? It's fine. I hope you have been doing good. So we're talking about sci-fi, and we had a talk about Star Wars, and now we're talking about Marvel cinematic movies, and so so on, right? Uh, and wondering like where it's gonna go in scale and so on. So yeah, sorry, the gist of this like streaming this is I used to play this game as a child in the 90s like so crazy much. And I feel like I'm doing a nostalgic dumb little game. And I'm super happy to see this game actually has a category in Twitch because the other game from yesterday did not. Like, I'm super happy that this is just barely known enough to actually have its own category, Slicks and Slide. It's pretty cool. But yeah, what was I talking about? Right, the multiverse stuff. Yeah. I do wonder if the One Division TV series will like lead into the multiverse stuff somehow. Like if the the TV series takes place and it's like a pocket reality or something, so it would like sort of fit into the notion, right? Because I'm under the impression that Scarlet Witch's powers in the movies have up until this point been downplayed a little, in that she is a lot more powerful than in the comics before so far. But if they start using the reality bending ability of Scarlet Witch, then it starts to create this thing with like the multiverses, because I'm under the impression, you could correct me on this because I'm not a comics expert, but I'm under the impression, I feel like I heard somewhere that Scarlet Witch is like a nexus being, in that she's always the same in all the universes. Which actually counteracts the idea of like her having blue hair in a different universe, but like still. So, because she does stuff. Casually working my way through the MCU. Cool. I'm trying to not like spoil super big details. I'm like talking like generally about like speculating where it might go from the future, right? Or in the future, or so on. For the sake of argument, which movies have you seen? Sorry, if you don't mind. Like or like at which point in the universe are you going at this point? And indeed, let me know if I'm spoiling too much. Something I will super change subjects if it's necessary. That's fine. Wonder Woman, Doctor Strange. Okay. Objection! Thank you for the follows, the Weimer. I realized I need to change the spot of my alert box. I'm gonna do that the moment I get a chance to move my when I get a small. Spoilers, don't mind. Okay, cool. Cool. Do 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 do. Oh, although you said like MCU, DC, EU. I might be out of my mind again. I believe Wonder Woman was DC EU, right? So it's a DC thing, and the other stuff is Marvel, or I would not say Marvel comics have done multiverses to be a proof that it'll work. I'm not saying it'll work. I'm saying that's probably what they're gonna do. Who the hell knows if it works? I have no idea, because like the time travel plot of Endgame even got a little confusing. Like I needed a few minutes to like from out of the theater, like so I was like don't know what company's supposed to. Okay, cool. Watch the movies. So DC is Wonder Woman, Batman, Superman, doobly, Green Lantern, Deathstroke, whatever. And then Marvel is well, Captain America's and Iron Man's and all of the Avengers, Hulk and Thor and so on and so on. Deadpool is really funny, yeah. Deadpool was for a while. I'm wondering if they will incorporate Deadpool into the MCU now that Disney owns Fox. So they could if they want to. So because they are like sliding into the direction of like blending in at least some stuff from the Fox X-Men movies into the Disney MCU stuff. So who knows? And Spider-Man was the Spider-Man movies. The current ones are very. I liked them. Zwimmer, nice to see this game on stream. I didn't even remember that I was following this category. Cool. I was wondering if anyone would find me through this game, because the point is, I've been streaming some of the old MS-DOS, like, from my childhood classic nostalgia games, and I used to play the, like, 10-track demo version of this for hours upon hours upon hours. Like in the 90s. So I was like, hey, for the sake of nostalgia, might as well try, right? So here we go. And it was a good thing too, because it forced me to learn to use DOSBox, because I hadn't used it before, and now I know how to, so. Okie dokie. But yeah, so yeah, that's probably how it's gonna go, that they're gonna do, like, they are gonna do something with the multiverse, but I'm not sure if it's gonna be the overarching big threat. Because I'm reminded of the, also of the storyline of Secret Wars, and, which is kind of like this, I believe Secret Wars was the one where Doctor Doom created, like, from like the collapse of all the universes, created like a personal, like a universe where he was a god or something, and it was very weird. Into the Spider-Verse was amazing, yes, absolutely, and that actually is another interesting notion about the multiverse and so on, because I am not sure if this is completely official or something, but I, like, from, like, big Easter egg video speculations and so on, I've heard, like, rumblings of adding different elements of the different Spider-Man, like, live-action movies into their, like, crossover thing. So, like, stuff from the Tobey Maguire Spider-Man and Andrew Garfield Spider-Man and Tom Holland Spider-Man. So, like, because Spider-Man can cross universes because of the Spider-Verse stuff, right? So, something like that is like rumblings of that stuff. And, like, stuff like that Tom Holland could then be as a Spider-Man with the Venom character played by the dude from Mad Max. Help me out here. Tom Hardy. So yeah, that's like another way of how they could, like, incorporate the multiverse into explaining stuff. But it's gonna be interesting to see, like, how well as an overarching plot line it's gonna work. And I'm wondering if the, like, if the potential audience for the Marvel movies has like peaked at Endgame, and then it, like, starts going not like down, but like if it's gonna like plateau nearby that or something. I did order 2 different versions of this game, still have those freaking diskettes. Oh, damn. I found this on the official website of this game. I believe it's not quite the full version. It's like whatever is the free version they're giving, and then on that same website they had like track packs and so on, which equals into 195 tracks. That's how I understood it. Have watched the animated series of Spider-Man and the X-Men. Ooh, an animated X-Men. Yeah, I haven't watched a lot of animated X-Men, but the little I saw was really cool. Not because I didn't like, I didn't want to, but in my childhood, we just didn't have animated X-Men in Finland. But we did have the Spider-Man animated one from the 90s, and it was awesome. Like, it was my favorite stuff as a kid, for sure. The game also has a track editor, yes. And I believe that is in the full version. I'm not sure if it's in this one that I'm playing. It's as I said, it's this is a bit of a weird version. I'm under the impression. Lots to do still though. Watched a bunch of Megan. But yeah, so Spider-Man I did watch in the 90s. That was really good. The animated one. Oof. Come on. And Spider-Man was the animated. Oh crap! The animated Spider-Man was one of my first like one of the first introductions that I can remember into like characters that's like a sympathetic villain that's driven by some sort of a really sad love or something. If you remember, Michael Morbius, was he the living vampire or something? Like his story was very very tragic love story stuff. It was quite something. Also, this track, what the hell? Wow. Jesus. This is weird, man. I don't know. Netflix is picking the X-Men stuff up. Yeah, I think I saw the first season on being on Netflix the last time I noticed. I didn't watch all of it, but I watched some of it at some point, yeah. Oof. This track is so weird. So yeah, and yeah, my bike is the blue one, just for the sake of clarification. Wolverine's on there too. Oh, right, yeah. And it's always fun how like the original like the comic book Wolverine is a touch different than the Hugh Jackman one. Like the comic book one is shorter, but like even more like animalistic and rawr. So there is that. Gonna be. It's sometimes a bit tricksy on like at what points the game will not give you a track time sometimes. But it's usually somewhat generous, but there are some differences. Like there's, for example, one ice track where I sometimes have trouble understanding like where the limits are of like where you can and can't drive. A lot of anime to catch up on. Oh, I am like the only I haven't watched a lot of anime recently. Like I am not a huge anime like connoisseur, but I enjoy good stories when I see them, you know? Like I saw Akira like in the autumn in the theaters. It was really good. The old 1988 Akira. It was awesome. And the other animes I super enjoy are Hellsing Ultimate, which I actually have the 10 episode Blu-ray here. I've seen the 4 first episodes like a million times years ago, and it was really cool. So I should probably watch the rest. And then there's the Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, which is an animated movie, which I feel is my favorite anime movie. I know Akira is much more like respected because it's such a pioneer of the genre and so on. But like my personal favorite as like a because I'm goth vampire stuff and so on. Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is really good. I just super enjoy that movie. It's Vampire Hunter D is like it almost starts out feeling a touch cliche in like the half vampire and he hunts other vampires and so on and so on. And it's all about like love stories about like this different vampire and a human and so on. But it leans into its themes so strongly and consistently that it like cooks up the almost cliche to be super awesome instead. It's really cool, and the designs, the visuals are just they're so nice. Like ooh, good, awesome. So yeah, this track is an example of a somewhat odd one where it's like one way for a bit there and so on. But so there are some odd tracks in this game as well. I'm glad you've seen Hunter D. Yeah, Helsing Ultimate is I believe is the one. Yeah, so that's I super recommend at least the 4 first episodes which I've seen. And I should see the rest as well. I have the 10 episode Blu-ray, which I find to be really just they were very much my jam. The subversion they do in Vamp D is cool. Oh, sure. And actually, I believe like the vague inspiration for my claw gloves might be the Meyer Link hand that like turns to metal claws, you know? Maybe. I'm not sure, but it might be the case. Oh boy, this is a lot of jumps. And an oil slick and everything. Oh crap. Oh boy. It's kind of annoying how the oil slicks don't really bother the AI, but they mess up my times. Have I watched Sailor Moon? No, I never had a chance when it was like in its like when it was like out. Like it didn't come in anywhere where I lived, you know. Uh, and later on, it's just I haven't really like I don't really seek out anime outside like Netflix oftentimes. So I haven't really it hasn't like blipped on my radar as an opportunity to try and see. The classic anime I've seen a little bit of is Neon Genesis Evangelion, but only a tiny bit from TV. So I don't really have like a good understanding of like what it's really about beyond like mechs, you know? Like when I saw like little moments of Neon Genesis Evangelion on TV at midnight as a kid, all I remember is like these weird monologues of these ladies like sitting in a spotlight and like having these these in mind monologues about like stuff and stuff. I'm like, what? And then moved on. So like, oh, okay. So that is how that ended up. Let's see if we can take a solid second place. Yeah. 90s one was changed, still worth watching. Sailor Moon Crystal is closer to the manga. Oh, yeah, I haven't read the manga either. But, like, I'm not really sure what Sailor Moon is about beyond, like, I think the girls are some sort of superheroes or something. Also, the AI is not gonna get out of that spot from under the bridge, so let's just move into the next track then. Cool. Okay, good. Looks good. We're like a quarter of the way through by this point. I hope I have the energy to do all of the tracks. It's a bit ambitious, but we'll see how it goes. Ah, this track is a design flaw. I'll explain. Because the jump at the end of the track causes the track counter to not count. So the AI never ever finishes the track. So there are some design flaws in this. Not very many, but some. Also, I'm not sure like if the tracks are made by a bunch of different people or so on. So it's also a, you know, like as a, you know, free to do stuff, but they will never finish this track, so we gotta move into the next one. OG Magical Girls Moon Princess Saving the World. She started at age 14 in the series, and some reincarnation mixed in. Okay, sounds good. But like, yeah, beyond that, I haven't really seen a lot of anime. Like, I have some individual small DVDs of like AD Police. I have one DVD of that, which was that the one where there was this like robot police thing where the only human part left in the robot was its tongue, and it kept on chewing its tongue to feel human? It was interesting. Plus some violence. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's really probably vague. I have a bunch of Ragnarok and Berserker, but I haven't seen them. I watched a little bit of Ragnarok, but never really dived into it. And I have Berserkers, but I haven't watched them. I have too many DVDs and Blu-rays I haven't seen yet. Robot Mech Anime Askwell, oh yeah. This is true. I mean, Will would probably know AD Police. I would not be surprised. I believe the robot is like roughly human sized, much like RoboCop, right? But yeah. There was something else, but I'm spacing out on what it is. And I also might be mixing up AD Police and a different anime, but still, I have some like small individual DVDs of stuff. Oh, and well, yeah, I mean, I have Animatrix, so I've seen the animes inside Animatrix, so... Which I find to be pretty good. For samurai anime, Ronin Kenshin is good. Okay. I'll try to remember that. I'm wondering what else is there. I mean, in a way, like, it's kind of, like, debatable if it counts as anime or not. But as a child, well, as a child, I watched a lot of Moomin. Because Moomin is a Finnish creation. But the animation, the TV series, was made in probably Japan, with the big eyes and so on. You can pop the trailer for Ronin Kenshin in Discord. Hey, feel free to. Like, I don't have my own Discord yet, but in the long ship, I'll find it there for sure. I will try to remember to check, absolutely. Or DM if you want to. That's fine too. You should find me on the through the Longship Discord like that as well. Yeah. DM is good. Go for it. Absolutely. I win. Okay. What's the point distribution? 117, 77, 59, and 75. So yeah, all the different AI cars are of the same difficulty level, just to keep it mixed up, if you will. So like because otherwise the placement would be always in the same order, which I find to be less interesting in a way, if that makes sense. Do 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 do. Oof. Tricksy driving. For sure. Ooh, come on. Under the bridge, over that. Last lap, nice and quick. There we go. That went pretty good. That was pretty okay. Ooh, there's some sand right there. So yeah, in races this quick, there's basically room for one mistake and then that's it. Oh, one of the AIs jumped into the sort of a inescapable spot in the track there. That's unfortunate. Ooh, I actually got it. Whew. Okay, and then we gotta go to the next track for the reason that the AI will never finish out of there. So, moving on. Wow, that's tight. So yeah, the gameplay difficulty of like how to drive is relatively simple in that you don't usually, well, it kind of depends if you need to slow down for turns. For those really tight turns on the left there, for those I kind of do need to, but for these other ones not really. It's just press on gas and left and right. But in the tighter turns, you might need to let go of the gas because throttle control can come into play there. The jumps are really messy in that they will mess up your lap really easily, in that you can sort of fly into wherever. And the oil slicks are very capable of just like turning your vehicle into a direction you super did not go in. So that's messy and so on. So. And many of the tracks cross into itself, so if you're far enough ahead, you can hit the AI drivers in the crossing over parts, which will then mess you up as well. Or mess your time up, so. So there's that. Oh, interesting. Haven't seen this one yet. Like, I have seen some of these while, like, making sure the game works and so on. But not even close to all of them. Yeah, like that tight turn there, I kind of needed to let go of the gas a little bit. It's kind of weird how this goes. There we are. Luckily, we don't need to win even close to all of them. It's just about, like, the overall points distribution. Oh, this icy part is messy. That's on ice and then blind under the bridge. That's pretty nasty. Come on. Oof. You just gotta hope that your bike is facing the right way when you push forward out of the ice there, because otherwise you're just gonna, like, hit whatever and lose a lot of time. It's really difficult, actually. Second, not terrible. So yeah, if you have trouble finding my profile, it's probably like in the Longship Discord in the self-promotion part. It's in the most recent ones. It's, for example, one of my messages, so you can find my profile there, for example, if you are looking for it. I don't, from the top of my head, remember if we have DM'd before. We might have. I am sorry if I forgot. My memory is not the best. I will admit right here and now. Oof. Messy turn. There we go. Next up is Ex Risto. Cool. Fair enough. The name means like X Crossroads, but just without the S at the end for some weird reason. I have no idea why. Some of the names are descriptive, others are not. In that some levels are just like the name of some dude. I'm like, okay. Cool. Got a win out of that though. Oh, this looks interesting. Like there's a... I think we want to go, yeah, here, yeah. There's like an interesting alternate longer path which there's no sense in taking, but the correct path is really like a small one because the jump is gonna mess you up if you turn it wide. That's curious. Oof. There we go. Victory. Oof. That's tricksy. I see some DMs, so I think that went through. I will check later. Thank you. Or I see some numbers that some DMs happened. do 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 do. Let's do this. There we go. That was a simpler win than the usual ones. It's really like difficult to guess whether or not it's gonna be easy or if I'm gonna be last of the whole bunch. Ooh, this looks difficult. A lot of oil and ice. 57 tracks done. Cool. Ooh, looks messy. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna be able to pull this off, but we'll see. Ooh, maybe. Just gotta avoid the jumps here. Try to avoid the oil here. Ooh. This is tricksy. Wow. Damn. If I don't mess up, it's in the bag. But that's a big if though. Ooh. There we go. I didn't trust my ability because the races are so quick, and I kind of made a couple of mistakes at the beginning there. So, whoa, this really reminds me of Ivan Iron Man Stewart's Super Off-Road on the NES. Jesus. Oof. This is gonna be tricky. Okay. Ooh, very, very, very hard. Second. That was damn close. Damn close. Coming up on 60. Yeah, this track I have super difficult. I have difficulties understanding like where the limits are on like what counts as a lap and what doesn't. Because I feel like I've driven, like, identical laps, and sometimes it doesn't count, and I'm kind of confused why. Let's see if it works out this time. Also, some of the arrows are very confusingly placed. Or pointing in confusing directions that make no sense. Like, this track is the most uninformative of the whole bunch. Like, you just need to watch how the AI goes and then do that. Here we go. Or at least the most uninformative that I've seen, because I haven't seen all of them, though. That's fair. Here we go. Oh, and like speaking of like different intellectual properties and so on, I've mentioned before that I somehow in my YouTube recommendations I sort of fell down a rabbit hole of like Jurassic Park lore videos and so on, right? So I've kind of been like watching a bunch of those, and I kind of got interested because I haven't seen the Jurassic World movies, and I probably should. I heard the Fallen Kingdom one isn't very good, but the first one I hear is like okay, sort of. If a little, odd. Uh, but I'm kind of curious. But I also just I had forgotten and remembered that Telltale did a Jurassic Park game in like 2011 or something, which was then delisted from like all the stores frequent at least. Like it was on 360 at some point, but no longer. So I watched a full Let's Play of that, and it was actually pretty. It was interesting. It had problems, but like it was not bad. It was uneven, maybe. Also, which of the AIs has not finished? I think we might need to go to the next track instead because they are being messy. Okay, cool. Kiemura 2. Okay. Oh wow, the oil slick really messed me up. That's probably game. It's an interestingly designed track though. A lot of blind driving as well. Well, I might actually have a chance still, but it's very much anybody's race still. Ooh, there we go. Whew. Here we go. Ooh, lots of ice. Don't like ice. Difficult. Also lots of oil. This is a very slippery one. Ooh. Jeez. Ah. Unfortunate loss of control there. Oh well. It happens. Yeah, the oil slicks are just bad news. Kinda lost my concentration there. Here we go. Whoa, that's a lot of blind driving again, but also an excellent example of like that the tracks take up all of the screen, so I had to make a really small webcam size to avoid being on top of stuff as much as I can. I have to be a little bit, but you know. Still. Here we go. But like, yeah, in the like Telltale Jurassic Park game, I felt it had cool individual like scenes in it that had an actual cool atmosphere to them that like harkened to the Jurassic Park, like, you know, first movie and so on in a cool way. But then there was also like many of the characters were not very well written. Like they were either like a bit one-dimensional, or their motivations didn't really check out, or they were not fleshed out enough, or it kind of depended on like which character we're talking about here. So like the writing was a little but the scenes as moments were sometimes really cool. So, and like the gameplay is just like press A, press X, press B. So you know, quick time events galore. But it was an interesting thing to look at. I believe it's not like hard canon. It's like, I think the word some like big shot of the movie said that the Telltale game is like soft canon. So it's not like that the events of the game did not as such hard happen, but you can sort of take it or leave it, and some of that could be canon or something. Like I believe that the mountain on Isla Nublar is named in the Telltale game, and then that same name carried over into Jurassic World, the movie, and so on. So, and the Telltale game takes place during and after the first movie, I believe. But yeah, it's kind of like that game is like the proto Telltale game. Like it's not quite the same thing as The Walking Dead, in that it does have quick time events, but not like there's no free-form walking in that. Whereas in Walking Dead and Wolf Among Us and the other Telltale games, there is some free-form walking as well. Whereas in Jurassic Park, the game, you like switch between scenes if there's multiple things that you sort of need to uh, pay attention to in a scenario or something. But it's all like you know, look at stuff, press X, look at stuff, press same time. Drop some URL in Discord via DM if you want to take a look at them later. I'll yeah, thank you. I will after stream I'll try to I'll see about checking. Some of them are anime movies. Okie dokie. Here we go. Ooh, I was worried if that would even count as a lap. Okay, let's do this. Here we are. I think the big difference to Rally Sport in this one is that it's a lot more based on just one terrain, which is asphalt, but it's not always the case. We've seen one track based on grass, and it has some parts that are ice and dirt and, well, the oil slicks as well, I suppose, and the bumps and so on. Oof, here we go. And final lap, let's do this. Nice and easy. There we go. That's a really tight turn at the end there. There we are. I'm assuming 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 or something. Wow, that's weird. Ooh, this is weird. I have a vague memory of tracks like this, but I have not seen this in like, you know, in 20 years or something, you know? Ooh, this is weird. I'm also very worried, like, how lenient is it with the... Oh, cool, it counted, okay. Wow, that's a messed up track. I remember something like that from, like, the 90s or whatever, but I haven't seen this, like, since I now downloaded the game a few weeks ago, Jesus. 10 muista itsekin. I see. The Weimer also remembers that track. Yeah, like that kind of a track. Yeah, it does ring a bell for sure. I'm very proud that I managed to win that one because that was a quick adjustment, you know. The 90s, very strange times. Oh yeah, very much so. Very, very indeed. Question. The game isn't counting any of my lap times. I feel like I've done this track before and it was fine then. That's odd. Huh. Strange. The PC would change every year almost, plus more powerful. What was my first... our first PC was, I believe it was a 233 megahertz PC, which I think lasted for like 3 or something years, or 4. Saying dial-up, yeah. But yeah, this track was weird. Like, it didn't count my lap time, so that's kind of like a... got messed up, but that's fine. It's... individual tracks are, like... losing them is not important, it's fine. I'm wondering, like, what year did we get our first PC? I mean, I mean, we had a Commodore 64, which was, I mean, out of date in the 90s, but we got one from, like, someone. But, like, first, like, PC was a 233 megahertz PC. I'm... it was in the 90s, I'm pretty sure. But, like, which year? That's hard to say. Still have them. Oh, cool. I think we threw them away over the years because we have had like counting all of the shared PCs with my brother from like when we lived at our parents' place. That like we've gone through like I don't know 8 or something. I'm not sure. Like, I often changed PCs, like, between 3-ish years, probably. Oh, boy. I bet they still work. They might. Like, the dust or something might make them a bit slow, but they super could work still. Like, I do have a couple of old skeletons of PCs in here as well. My last 2. which like spans like about a decade. Just about 10 years, yeah, or 9. I got this PC like maybe 1.5 years ago. I'm not quite sure. Ooh. Very spirally. Here we go. Ah, damn it. Here we are. Oh, damn, again. Bad miscalculations. Oof. Well, third is still... Yeah, third. Well, we got it. That's the important part. Ooh, that looks oily and icy. That looks scary. Ooh. Yeah, this is not a good time. Yeah, that's a 4th place right there. That's not even a question. This is just all kinds of wrong. That like wipeout at the beginning is so big. Yeah. But that's the thing with these sprints. You have time for one mistake. Oh, they actually, one of their lap times didn't count, so I got 3rd. Okay. Hoping your Dell can be cleaned and working again. Like to use the shell of it for a gaming PC. Oh, sounds interesting. I hope so too, then. Fingers crossed. Okie dokie. Here we go. A fighty race again. We're closing in slowly upon the halfway point of the tracks. If I looked at it right. Yeah, 80 of 195, so a few more and then or like a bit over 10 more and then we'll be halfway. Here we are. Nice and easy. Oof. I did wonder, like, what would be the good amount of laps. I was wondering 5, but I'm now glad I took 3 because it looks like the 3-lap thing is gonna be a pretty good amount of length as well for the entire selection of tracks. So, oh, this is gonna be a rough time. A lot of jumps, a lot of impenetrable walls. Yeah. Oof. Ooh, damn. Yeah. One nudge and then you're done. Yeah. But that's the name of the game, you know? Or I will get one build for me with selected parts. That means saving up at the moment. Most web browsers have RIP Flash now. Oh yeah. Flash is yeah, that's true. It is I enjoyed many a Flash game in my time for sure. That is for sure. I'm not sure if the Congregate games were running on Flash or something else, but that's like one I played even in the like mid 2000s for some time. That site. It was pretty interesting. had like a variety of like puzzle games and bullet hell games and strategy games and tower defense stuff and so on. It was quite something. Ooh, a very flooded track called Tulva, which means flood. So. The AI's routing in this track is not quite optimal, so I still had a shot of like catching up to them there. Because they get slowed down by some of the watery parts because they don't avoid them, it seems. Boom. Here we go. Oof. Messy. Oh, damn. That icy corner is a nasty move. Ah! Damn. Not room for many mistakes. Had to go to a browser called YS Pro Flash Games there to switch off mostly. Okay, interesting. Haven't heard of that, yeah. Ooh, that I was worried for a bit that I'm gonna hit the wall on that turn. Into that bridge. Ah, damn. Well, let's hit that one then. YS runs the Flash games. Okay. Here we go. Boom. Win! We have a win! An entire victory. And then some of the tracks are simple like this, you know? They come in all shapes and sizes. But the AI is, technically speaking, as quick as I am, so they might be difficult to win, but there we go. That's still not the fastest track in the game I've seen, though. I think the fastest lap I've seen of anything is like 3 seconds and change or something. And I haven't seen all of the tracks, so... Here we go. This is like a simple, straightforward track, but a pleasant one at that, you know? I kind of like it. Although I gotta be careful about hitting the AI and the turns into them. Thing is, you need to search for the Games Plus. You can save the games if you make an account. Okay, okay. Oh boy. Okay. And that's game, yeah. The AI messed me up on that turn, and that's game. I don't think I can recover from that. Well, maybe. I think the AI is driving suboptimal, but if I go against its flow, it's gonna hit me literally in the face, so... Like here. Oh, phew. That's a win, Jesus. So yeah, like go into the corners and take a turn from the center in the Roman numeral order and then there. I think the AI still knows how to finish it. It's one of them that didn't have a lap. There you go. There we go. And I made the AI profiles, like, you know, Robocar and AI Racer and so on, because there is a default computer profile, but I can't always quite in the same way force it to drive the same cars. Like you need to every time be sure in the beginning of the tournament it's right, whereas you can just make sure it's always a bike if it's if they're created as AI profiles. And the second reason is that the default AI is like this, like a blue purple colored thing, which looks relatively close to my color choice of bike. So, and I can't change that. So I made the choice of, like, instead making 3 different profiles that have clearly different colors from me. And in the same way, if it's all like multiples of the same default computer, then they would all be of the same color of that purple stuff, and it wouldn't, yeah, so. That's why I found this to be a more sensible option. But they are as difficult as the default AI, so. So it should be fine. There we go. Again, I'm worried I'm gonna get hit in the literal face by the AI there, but well, I mean, now I won already, so it's fine. Gonna call it here. Have fun. Hey, cool, but hey, thanks for coming in, and thanks for chatting about the animes and so on, and watching me play a nostalgia trip of a modern 2021 cutting, bleeding edge racing game. Yes. Ooh, this is gonna be messy. There we go. And right here, come on. Ooh. Damn. 4th. Oh well. 93. I think I'm just about at the halfway point with this. And last lap. Get a nice little turn into that one. Boom. Yeah, like 94. No, wait. 95 would be the halfway point of 190. So the halfway point of this would be like 97 and 98, right? I believe. So a little bit more for the halfway point. My math is bad. I'll check the chat in just a second, and in between every race, give us a hot moment. Can't read while doing this. This takes a lot of focus because it's such a fast-paced one. Here we go. Nice U-turn at the end. Didn't quite recover, but not a terrible run. You know, props, if you search anime in Netflix, there's something there you might like. Yeah, like, I saw the Castlevania stuff. I thought that was okay. Like, I mean, I'm not sure, like, how far anime it counts, but I thought it was cool. I liked it mostly. At least the first season was really good. The second was not quite as good, but I was still into it. The third was maybe the weakest, but it was still interesting to watch through, I think. So Some may be on YouTube. Yeah, like at least Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust is on YouTube. Full movie, which is very nice. Or at least it was the last time I checked. English dub, but still. I'm not sure if there is a. I mean, surely there is. Exists a Japanese one as well, but haven't heard one. Ooh. Ooh, that was tight. Blood of Zeus. Okay, I'll try to remember that one. The last Netflix movie I actually watched was Escape Plan 3. It's you know, the Sylvester Stallone and so on people about like prison movies and stuff. It wasn't great, but it was watchable. It was need to head off for sleep. Have a great rest of your night. Hey, and you too, Catastrophes, and and thanks for joining to watch and having talks and so on, and have an excellent sleep. I'm sorry that my schedule, right? Well, I don't have a schedule, but like these last two streams have been very late for you know, for our part of, or parts of the world. But you know, I sleep weirdly sometimes. You know how it goes. But thank you again, and have a good night. Absolutely. Boom. Okay, so I'm wondering if the red AI is the one that's... No, good, cool. So now we're halfway. 98 of... Yeah, now we are. So exactly at at the hour 30 mark, we're at halfway. So the entire thing is going to be a 3-hour stint then. Probably. It would stand to reason. That sounds pretty good. Like, more than 3 hours would be a... You know, a lot of slicks and slide. And I did still want to do all of the tracks because I have played a bit of this on my own to like nostalgia and make sure it works and so on. But I did want to do all of the tracks in one go, and it looks like it's in the cards. I still am pretty energetic today, so. Oof. That's a rough straight right there. Ah. I don't want to do the jump because I'm worried that it's gonna mess me up even worse, you know? I mean, now I did it, but third still, just into the inside corner to take a podium, you know? Here we go. Oh, this is gonna be really messy. Okay. It's really hard to get into corners that tight, especially with a jump in between. It's there we go. Whew. Hard-earned win. Oh, they missed a lap somewhere. I'm wondering why. Okay. Cool. Oh, that's a lot. Okay, cool. Like, it makes sense what I'm looking at here, but that's a lot of real estate to that uses the whole screen again quite nicely. Ah, crap. Here we go. Last lap, still within striking distance for sure. Oh. Ah, damn. Competition is stiff, for sure. Damn. Mm. Oh, interesting. A tight bottleneck right there. Mustard. Oh, right. Yeah, okay. Like a... interesting, track name. For sure. I'm wondering if it's like a reference to the concept of a bottleneck from like a mustard bottle, and then there's the tightening in the at the final straight there. Ooh, interesting. Surrounded by ice, you see. Here we go. Oh. Oh, that's unfortunate. It's just the physics were not my friend there. There we go. But you don't need to win all of them. It's just like you just keep on doing. Track name is Kovameno. How would one translate that? Like, hard going. Basically. Oh, I think the oil slick turned me a bit. There we are. It looks dangerous in the sense that I feel we might get trapped like behind a wall if we jump too far or something. Like here. That looks dangerous. Or that there, yeah. There, that's what I meant, yeah. It's very much a difficult track, not my forte at all. Very hard. But we have a pretty good points cushion to not try to win all of them, just try to keep on doing good and take the wins where you can, you know? Like maybe on this one, we'll see. Nice and easy, nice and tight. Also, I do find it pretty cool how the, like, driving does leave its marks on the track. Those like, pixel stuff on the dirt and on the asphalt, you know? It was very novel back in the 90s. One wouldn't necessarily expect that. Here we go. Not sure I can catch up anymore, but one can always try. It's really like it depends very hard how optimal the AI is doing its routing, you know? Ooh, that's a tight win. That's a really tight win. Ooh. Hell yeah. Whoa. Oh, I actually remember this one from like a time I tried these tracks. There's a bit of a design flaw in the bridge there, that on the like a bit north of center when you try to cross the bridge, there's a spot that just stops you in your tracks. It's really weird. Like roughly on the gravel patch on the entrance to the bridge. It's kind of weird. It's very strange. Okie dokie. Again, a great example of like using all of the screen for a track. Here we go. But it looks relatively simple, so I think, assuming nothing catastrophic happens, I think I have this one quite nicely in the bag. Famous last words, I know, but it's a pretty pleasantly designed track though, not like any like you know, strange weird turns, but it still has personality in it, you know? Boom. There we go. 110 done. Ooh, this looks interesting. I'm trying to like learn the track while looking a tiny bit ahead to get an idea of like what to do and where to go. Which puts me at a slight disadvantage for sure. I might get a podium still if I turn perfectly here. Yeah. Boom. Third. Quite nice. Mm-hmm. Interesting concept of like trying to look like a road from a different spot and then like building a circuit around it. I kind of like it. That's pretty cool. Also, we didn't start at the starting line in the same way. That's also pretty, you know, subverting expectations right there. Shows personality again. I kind of like it. Boom. It is a win. Here we go. Mm-hmm. Okay, so down first, and then here. Ah, crap. I expected it to turn a bit more into the outside. Okay. Again, an example of showing some innovation and personality in the track design, for sure. Like double using a part of the circuit for both directions. Oof. Hell yeah. Whew. Close. But a win is a win. Mm-hmm. Again, starting a bit away from the starting line. I took that turn way too slow, yeah. Let's try that again. Yeah, that's more like it. Just gotta, like, go. There you are. Boom. Here we go. Lots of bumping. That could be problematic again. Oh boy. That's over right there. Now it's just about like finishing the race anymore. Yeah, bumps are my Achilles heel. Like they make your car like vehicle just like jump all over the place, and it's just like it's over. Especially with the collision physics with the other drivers, it's just you might as well try and drive them, you know, eyes closed. It's just like nope. I still won though. I think they just didn't count a lap somewhere or something. That's interesting. Oh, they mess up that. Ew, that's curious. They mess up the bridge at the end, even though all of the AI is supposed to be equal in their so they sometimes make the mistake. I'll give the orange one like one more shot to try to finish its lap or two. Because it should be able to if it just does. There you go. Boom. Pulled it off. Cool. Here we are. Nice and tight. A lot of blind driving. Yeah, I was kind of expecting something's gonna happen. Yeah, because blind driving is hard under the bridges there. Like, you just gotta assume things work, and then the collision physics over there messed me up as well. Yeah, third. That's the best I could do with that circumstance. That's fine. Here we go. And a rough turn. Ooh. They do like to bump into me and mess up my laps, that's for sure. Here we are. Boom. And here we go. Again, I'm so worried about that jump. It's, oh boy. Do it 3 times without making a huge blunder. It's, oh boy. See, that's... The lap still might count. It's always a bit of a question mark. It does, okay. Ah. Damn jumps. There we go. That was kind of an unearned victory. I made a lot of mistakes there. Whew. And a big circuit again. Here we go. I think I wanna... Yeah, no, I don't know. Trying to take the top route doesn't really work either because it's so tight that you're gonna like push against the top limit of the track, which will slow you down. Yeah. Oh well. We tried something and it didn't work. It sometimes goes like that, you know? Boom. Not great, but not every time can be great. Okay, this is... okay. Looks like a bad time, I'm gonna be honest. Oh, boy. Ugh. With these collision physics, this is not a super good track, no. Or not a super enjoyable one, at least, yeah. Because it's just, you keep hitting into each other, and it's just, A second, I'll take it. Ooh. Interesting, but very weird. Whew. Okay, this might be the shortest track of the bunch. Yeah, 3:24 is like the fastest lap of this thing. Got second. There we go. That was the entire race. Okie dokie, let's try and make it. So far, so good. 987 is the track record. I think it's been driven with a different car, though. It's some of them, you know, they do have different properties of like speed and so on. So it's kind of like a, depending on which track we're talking about, it might be easier to go faster with like a Formula 1 or a sports car or whatever. So that's what that's about. Hop, hop. There we go. Okay, deceptively simple track, let's say. Ah, but I didn't realize that the wall is impenetrable there. Oh well. Can't win every time. Focusing, focusing, focusing! Wow. Okay. Gotta avoid all the weird jumps and then we'll be good. An interesting track though. Here we go. Boom. And got a track record for it too. Cool. This is a pretty cool one. I think this was in the demo version as well. The simple like 10-track demo, you know? It's an interesting one, let's put it that way. And I got the victory. Oof, close, very close. And I got the fastest lap too. Well, not like all time, but from the race itself. Okay. So some of the walls close in front, so if you let the AI get too far, you're gonna be left even more behind. That's unfortunate. Ugh. Really weird. And a lot of collisioning going on, that's for sure. Aw, damn, that sucks. Feels bad, man. Boo. Whew, this looks like it's gonna be a rough time. Ugh, wow. Like, the ice is kind of drivable in a way, in that oil is not. But it's still really, really difficult to manage to control your way through that. Oh, boy. It's a nice touch though that at the edge of the ice it like melts into a tiny few pixels of water. That's I don't think that's like automatically in the graphics. It's like actually designed into the track itself. That's a nice small little touch. I can appreciate that detail. Ah, annoying little pole right there at the end of that turn. Yeah, like the toughest tracks are the ones that have either a lot of jumps or a lot of really tight impenetrable walls, because the amount of mistakes and possibilities for those mistakes keep going up, and because the collision with the AI is really, really common, they then throw you into those walls and so on, so... Here we go. Last again, but I feel we probably have a pretty safe cushion to win the overall points eventually, even if we mess up most of the rest of the tracks. I at least hope so, because I'm also getting a little more tired and make more mistakes with that as well. And there tends to be time for just one mistake, if that, in these quick races. Third. I'll take it, sure. Oof. Very messy. I do sometimes feel that they turn tighter than I can turn in a weird way, but you know, so it goes. Maybe they can, because I don't, or maybe they utilize the oil slicks in a way that me with the human reactions cannot. I think that might be the case on those turns actually. Okay, they actually messed up enough on their own on this one that if I keep on doing my thing, it might look good for me. Here we go. Nice and easy. There we go. Nice victory for a change. With a bit of a distance between as well. Like, yeah, they have some trouble with that one bridge there, and it causes some time loss for sure. A lot of real estate used again. Oh, an oil slick that you can't avoid. That's nasty. That could cause a lot of problems over the course of this. At least I can avoid the other one over there, but beyond that, oof. That's tricky. Here we go. Oh, unfortunate. No, come on. If it counts, it did. Cool. There we go. A win is a win. I don't think I've seen this one before either. Or at least not, like, within the last 20 years. Here we go. Nice and... ah, damn. With luck, I still managed to, like, bump myself into the lead, but I don't think I'll win this, because, yeah, there we go. Fourth, yeah. Very tight, but, you know, that's how it goes. No room for mistakes. That's the name of the game. It's fine. That was a very tight turn on the orange computer there. Extremely tight. It really outdid me on that one. There we go. Whew. Boom. This doesn't... again, same thing. I've probably seen this, 20 years ago, maybe. But not, like, recently. Oh, wow. Yeah, that's an issue. Yeah, the bridge being like that is pretty... yeah. Especially with the, with all the unpenetrable bushes in the... yeah, that's bad. Oh, and on top of it, I think what's going on is the game is, making us... Hold on, where is the... Does this track not have a finish line at all? Because it doesn't look like it, huh? It does. Okay, we have a contender for the worst designed track, because there's no finish line in the track. I think we might have an issue. Like, at first I thought it might be in the river when we jump over it, but there's not, because I've been driving over the water over there as well, and there's nothing to be done there. Oh, that's unfortunate. I mean, we can skip the track, we can just... But, man, that sucks, that there's one that's incorrectly designed. I'm wondering, like, if the track record of the track is then just like coded in as a number or something, because there is a track record of 1042, but there's no finish line in the track. Oh, that's bad. After all these years, the designer of the track River has been found out. That the track is broken. It is incorrectly made. There's no finish line in the entire thing. Oh boy. That sucks. Yeah, no. I wanted to be sure to like do it like clockwise as well, but nope. There's no finish line in this. That sucks. Well, can't win all of them. But yeah, I don't know if all of them are made by the dude who made or dudes who made the game, or if some of them are like fan made and then like just let to be in the in the website and so on. So, but yeah, whoever made wrong. I'm sorry. Oof. Ah. A lot of impenetrable walls again. This is gonna be scary. There we go. Yeah, this is real difficult to keep constantly away from the walls and still just like drive quick and be all... There we go. There we go. A win is a win. I feel like we've seen a bunch of similar tracks to this one at least, so... But it looks like a relatively comfily designed one. Just making some dumb mistakes, which will cost me the race, but that's how it sometimes goes. There we are. Okay. Ooh. Tricky, tricky. I'm trying to avoid like bumping into them too hard into turns because it's gonna... I feel like it's gonna cost me if I do that, so... It's always tough to like take a turn right next to the AI. There we go. We are 140. Cool. Progress being made. Almost 3/4 done. There we go. Again, basically an infinity sign. And final lap. Let's bring it home. Nice and easy. Boom. Okay. Arabes. Interesting. I'm wondering if I can still catch up from that small mistake at the beginning. Well, I mean, it was a big mistake, rather, to be fair. But yeah, that U-turn at the beginning is a good example of a spot where you kind of do need to throttle control. It's so tight. Ooh. Tight win, tight win. Boom. Feels good, man. Okay. I have a worry that we're gonna like hit a wall while doing the blind part or something, but we'll see. But this is a pretty cool design track though. Not quite like anything we've seen, and it has a pretty good theme to it. I do like this. Like blind driving is always scary, but I do like that one. I feel like we drove a very similar one to this one not too long ago. Not exactly the same though. Very similar one. Here we go. Oh, and speaking of like all the movies we've been talking about, like the last movie I saw in the theaters before like the pandemic and stuff was uh The Invisible Man, which was actually surprisingly good as like a horror thriller movie. It was like surprisingly solid. Like it had some suspension of disbelief you need to go for, but it was still like really good. I wasn't expecting it to be that good and that unsettling. And then, you know, in Finland there have been times during the pandemic where the theaters have been open, so I watched then Memories of Murder and Akira last autumn. So, oh wow, interesting. And we started from the top of the impenetrable wall, so you can drive on top of them. That's interesting. Oh, and this little end part means you need to go for it, like, you need to go around the final turn 3 times to make it count. That's an interesting little detail. And it's gonna make things messy. Here we go. Oof. And a 1, and a 2, and a 3. Boom. Victory! We have win! Ugh. This one I also recognize from the, like, 10-track tiny demo version as well. But a messy thing, because all of the jumps do kind of mess me up. Third. Yeah, I'll take it, sure. Jump's always hard. Ooh, have not seen this. At least, again, not in 20 years. Why are they faster than me on the jump part? Or the like, whatever half pipe or whatever that is. Okay, now I was faster. That's confusing. Maybe it's about like hitting the exact center or what? Maybe, yeah. Yeah, looks like it. Oh, okay. Win. I'll take it. That's interesting though. Huh. Well, I mean it's memorable, that's for sure. I don't trust the opening in the wall there. Like, yeah, I could make it, but I'm worried that the lap time will not count if I take the shortcut there. I feel like at least one of the tracks actually does that, so... Yeah. Wanna play it safe. There we go. And that is a win. Boom boom. Tricker. Interesting. I think I've seen this one in my, like, to check that things work and so on tries. This is ringing a bell. Like, it looks familiar. There we go. Hoping it lets me cut through the water a bit there. And it seems to. This makes the whole thing a lot faster, I think. Or at least more consistent. Boom. 1408. That's a track record, I think. Yep. Absolutely. Lot of arrows to point the way. There we go. Gotta remember again that a lot of the green stuff there is impenetrable, like the center parts. And the things we roll around. And gotta be careful about hitting the... Ah, crap, that's it. Hitting the AI when I go around, but that's game, I think. Or not! Oof! Wow. I recovered to win, but that was close. And here we are. There we go. The AI has a pretty good route in this. I gotta actually... Like, even without major mistakes, I still might end up 4th. Like, the AI's routing is really good. Yeah, 4th. Mm. That's fine, though. I didn't check the point numbers, but I think we're fine. Just keep on doing it. I have no idea if that counts as a lap. It did. Okay, cool. Also, the AI kind of cuts the track there. It's I gotta take up its habit right there. I mean, that works too, I suppose. Boom. Let's see, how's the point distribution by this point? 433, I have like double the other ones almost. Okay, cool, it should be okay then. To not sweat it too much if I don't manage to win a lot of the rest of the stuff. I don't remember from the top of my head the exact point distribution of like the wins and the fastest laps and so on, but should end up okay. very tricksy at that little slalom in there. Or zigzag or whatever. Oof. Mm. Oh, the lap didn't count. I have no idea why. I feel that's really unfair. I feel like I did not cut the track there. Huh. Oh well. Okay. Well, so it sometimes goes. I wonder if it matters, like, which way I do this. It probably does. Yeah. Oh well. I feel like it could have used one more arrow to show, like, which way to go at the start here, but, I mean, yeah, there is the, like, the jump is in front of the water to sort of imply, but I feel it could have been more clear. Oh well. Here we go. I'm pretty happy that I'm probably gonna be pulling off, indeed, all of the tracks. I mean, including the one that was unfinishable, we drove it around enough times to call it a day with that one. You know, the river one, which didn't have a finish line, because of course it didn't. Oh boy, I gotta maybe go into the files and like delete that one from the game folders, because it's kind of like dumb to have a track that can't be finished. Here we go. Actually, interesting that we haven't seen a map like this before, with like these small, like a bumpy, like overall, like tiny bump areas. It's actually pretty interesting. Here we go. Nice and easy. Although that jump over there again is a recipe for a lot of problems, I find. Okay, one more lap, but again, something goes wrong with jumps like that. There's always something. Oof, okay, cool. A win is a win, I'll take it. Ooh, very tight. Tight. Ah, damn it. I didn't pay attention that that part of the green stuff is, impenetrable. The tiny bush texture in the, side. Ah, third. I'll take it. I will take it. Ooh, another, somewhat simple oval-ish. Or a rectangle, really, but, you know, still. And done. I do like the fast pace of these, like a track and a track and so on and so on. That like you, from one track into the next, we move on quickly. I do like that. I don't like the jump, but it is so much faster than trying to go around that wall, so gotta bite the bullet on that one, I suppose. Also, I'm not sure the AI knew eventually how to get out of that one. Cool. So yeah, gotta wait for the red one to finish up there, and there we go. There we go. And Going, going, going. Nice oil slicks. Don't get under my wheels, please. Here we are. I almost hit that impenetrable wall right there. Oh boy. There we go. Whew. This looks like a very busy one. Yeah, and I missed the turn. I was going the other way because I was like trying to process all of the track and missed like which direction to go. Oh well. Well, can't win every time. And yeah, it's an unintuitive thing to go to the like lower opening of that. It's like more work, if you will. So that's also a factor in that. But yeah, I got left behind like a champ. There we go. Slowest laps too. These kind of tight tracks are the kind of Achilles heel of the collision physics, because the AI just bumps you off the track and you're done at the beginning, and then the race is over at the very start. Like, oh, okay. That's why I sometimes feel that the tracks overuse the impenetrable walls in that sense, if they're way too tight. Because they take away the excitement of the race, because the race is over at the first turn. Like, oh, cool. I got the fastest lap, though, I think, so... Yeah. That's something. Yeah, that ice is gonna be an issue. A tight turn out of the ice, that's a bad... Oh, especially with that collision, that sucks. I mean, it's an interesting idea, but with the collision physics, it's basically a random toss-up of, like, who wins. And sometimes it goes in my favor. Oh well. Ugh. Sure, I'll take the win, but that turn is like, you know, we'll just see who wins. We'll just throw a die and see how it ends up. Ooh, lots of jumping. I don't like it. No. And Roman numerals. Okay, let's see if we can make heads and tails of this one. Yeah, like you need to cross the finish line twice for a lap to count, I see. Also, they're not Roman numerals, because the 4 is also just, you know, simple straight up lines instead of like the ID, you know. It's interesting. I always worry about like this jump heavy of a track, but it's interesting. Third. I'll take it. I'll take it. We'll probably crack 500 points in this. Does it matter which way I take, or... No. That's interesting. I mean, surely this way is faster, right? Ooh, that's the tightest win I've ever done. That's like with the difference of like 1 pixel. Jesus. Oh boy. Also, I'm confused how I didn't hit the AI on that turn, but I am not complaining. I will take that. Here we go. And up. And here. Tight turns, but with a wide angle, you don't need a throttle control into them. Ooh. I will take the win for sure. 170 is pretty soon already. We are closing in on the final stretch of the tracks. Here we go. Nice little zigzag going on there. Nice and simple. Boom. Done and dusted. Ooh, narrow. Yeah, I've seen this before. This is an interesting one. In that the asphalt is the fastest way to go forward, but you can go with the water as well if you want to. So it's like a combination of like how much do you take a straight line and how much do you try to be on the asphalt instead. It's an interesting one. I kind of like it. Like it's at least it's very different than for the usual ones. Ooh, this I haven't seen though. And again the impenetrable walls, meaning that in the first turn the race is basically over. Because they just collide you into the walls and it's done. Like, ugh. I mean, this time I still managed to climb back up to do like a fight of the podium, but I don't know if I can. Ugh. This time around I managed to come back and win it, but just barely. Oftentimes it's over in the first turn, like literally just like, nope, no coming back, bye, like, oh, cool. I am still impressed, like, I mean, I'm still smiling at how novel it is that they leave their marks on the tracks. In the mid to late 90s, it was very not expected, if you will. I do kind of like it. Like if you have like a 99 lap race, then you'll end up having a huge amount of that pixely, residue of the vehicles, and I kind of that's pretty cool. Okay, this looks like an interesting one for sure. A bunch of impenetrable bollards, and then that one like a spiky, weird turn. Very, very interesting. They have a pretty good routing going on, though. I took second because one of them didn't complete a lap. I think they cut one of the upper left parts there, I think. That's my guess at least. Okie dokie. This one I also recognize, and I do like this one. It has some character to it. Like a uniform design visual and simple yet effective. And I believe the bollards at the very ends of the turns are impenetrable, but not really anything else except for the well, the bushes as well, I suppose. But yeah, pretty good. Okay. I worry is the answer. Yeah, those openings at the bridge, I don't... Oof. Gotta, like, drive at the lower part of the thing and hope it works out. Oh, boy. Oof. Win. Cool. Whew, whew, whew. Tricky. Scary, but did it. This rings a bell, but I haven't seen this recently, I think. Or maybe I might have. I just might be spacing out on this one. Hmm. Interesting nonetheless. But yeah, the jumping is, again, it's gonna... I'm not good at it, so the AI is probably gonna take me to school on this one. I managed to take third, but that's the best I could do there. And one more different oval, if you will. Well, it's called Ovali, so... Or Ovali 4. Here we are. Going good. And there we are. A win is a win. Points by this point are 507. Cool. We have 22 tracks left, I think. This looks interesting. I do like it, though. It's simple but effective, although it is very hazardous with the mixed collisions at the crisscrossings. There we go. Whew. Here we are. The track's called Basic Track. Okay. Fair enough. Well, I mean, it is relatively simple, but it does work. It's not too tight with the impenetrable walls either, so I do kind of like it too. Cool. That's pretty good. Okay, this looks busy. Oh boy. Not too much room under the bridges either, so yeah, this is scary. Like, hitting the walls is gonna be real easy on this one, I feel. Especially on that part there. Oof. I worry about this one. This is really difficult. A lot of blind driving in tight corners. Oof. Oh boy, I even hit the oil slick and got real scary there, but there we go. Hard fought. Okay, scary jumping, here we go. And the AI is much better at the second jump than I am, so that's unfortunate. Ah, crap. Well, there we are. Proves my point. Ah, again, I overshot the, yeah, last. Or undershot, really, is more the point. Ooh, it's like a long jump track. Interesting. I am quite confident that it's possible to jump over the impenetrable wall at the end, though. That's not... yeah. Not a big fan of the overall end result, but the design has a fun little small twist. There, the AI did the mistake I was wondering that's gonna happen. And the AI is never gonna finish the track now. That's like, I'm very much not a fan that there's like the small opening behind the impenetrable wall there. Like, the wall shouldn't be there, period. So that's kind of the flaw of this one. Like, the AI will never finish it, so we gotta just move on the tracks here. Okay. Pretty interesting. Again, simple but effective, even if this one again is a lot of blind driving, which always worries me. Third. Fair enough. Ooh. And they pushed me out in the first corner again. So the race is over. It's always so unfortunate that that's how it goes, you know? So you can only like cruise to the end with no like stakes in the thing. Oh well. That's how the game sometimes go. I mean, I have the fastest lap, so, you know. Interesting. Like a mesh thingy over there. And animated bollards at the end. And again they just shunted me off the track and it's over. I mean, even if I'm last in all the rest of the races, I'll still win the overall point, so it's not that big of a deal, but it's annoying when that happens. It's just like, I want to race for the sake of racing, you know? Because otherwise I had a chance, but the AI keeps shunting you off the track like a champ, because they know how to do that. There we go. Or no and no, but they feel like they have quite a bit of an advantage on that front. I very rarely feel I've ended up on the winning side of a collision with the AI. Here we are. Ooh, very busy. Okay, trying to process what I'm looking at while driving. Okay, right. Interesting. Interesting. The impenetrable walls are a little tight again. It's one of those where the AI is just waiting to shunt you away on the first corner. Beyond that, it's pretty cool. That's my own mistake, though, but... I still won. Whew. Very, very scary, but I still got the victory there. Whew. Okay. Pretty simple track, but it sort of works. It's pretty effective. It's kind of hard to see where the impenetrable green line starts, though. Because it's not very clear at all. That looks like a very tight under bridge, yeah, oof. Here we go. Oh, damn. And here we go. Yep, last lap. Looking good. Oh, damn. Not looking good, but still probably... There we go. Whew. It doesn't look like there's a lap record yet, so I think this is all 4 of these are, yeah. There we go. Oops. Okay, interesting. Eh. Cool and quick. Didn't quite get a chance to get into the rhythm yet there. And looked away for a second at the beginning. And again, same thing. I know I might be able to make it through these shortcuts, but I don't trust the game to count the laps if I do that. Here we are. I do worry about the notion of the AI like shunting you into that one spot between 2 closing walls, but yeah, still, it's a pretty cool track. It's okay. Like it's tight in the like impenetrable wall department, but it doesn't have like many traps in which to lock yourself into though. Oof. This is interesting. I think it's faster to actually hit your way out of the wall there, instead of trying to turn it. Same here. Like ping-pong your way out is quicker, I think, than what I did just there. Boom. That is a win. And we have only a few ones left. Yeah, 192 of 195. We are getting to the end here. We are doing it. We are pulling this off. Every single track. Hell yeah. It didn't count my lap though, because the game has a bad tendency of sometimes not counting your lap if you're in the air. Or sometimes even not in any case counting it in some instances. Oh well. But again, we have enough of a points cushion to not worry about like there we go. Third, because one of the AI had the same problem I did. Oh boy. Nice and easy. Nice and oh boy, oh boy. I always assume somehow that it's gonna go wider than it's gonna in the turns. I still do that. Oh. Can't win every time. There we are. Okay, so is there like one more or 2 more, or what are we looking at here? Okay, so I think I'm wondering if the next one is the last one, or if the one after that is the last one. So it's either the next one is, or the one after that, okay? Okay. So this might be the last one, we'll see. I don't remember seeing this before. A very messy one at that as well. Again, these weird jumps. But a win! Whew. A weird win and a messy one, but a win. A win. I wonder if I can go push the AI out of the wall so I wouldn't have to skip the track. Let's see. Come on. Come on. Oh boy. I'm not sure I can. There you go. It needed some coaxing, but it managed to on its own. Okay, so was that the last one, or is there one more? That's it. That's all of them. 554 against 280, 270, and 253 points. That is an overall win by quite a good margin, even with all the shenanigans going on with the jumps and the so on and so on. And oh boy, oh boy. So yeah, so one of the tracks, the one called River, was actually broken and incorrectly designed. It did not have a finish line. It just there was no laps to complete. It was very weird. So that's unfortunate. But beyond that, they were all at least finishable. At least for me, not for the AI in one case, because the AI kept jumping over the finish line in one of them, which then did not count. But that's thing done. Hell yeah. So yeah, 3 laps, every single track, and all that good stuff. But hey, if you're watching this on YouTube, please do join me live on Twitch here on a later date if you feel like it, because it is hopefully a good time to have a chat about stuff, and you know, like and subscribe if you want to. It would really truly help. And thank you so much for watching. Hopefully see you again next time.